Hey guys, it's Andy with Citation Vault. Got a good friend of mine, Paul, here, our friendly Canadian. And we wanted to take a chance to run through and talk about what is Citation Vault, how it's helped, and give a couple different perspectives, maybe answer some questions. So
awesome. Andy, good morning. How are you, buddy?
I'm good. Appreciate you getting on, Paul.
No problem at all. I just wanted to kind of hop on and talk a little bit about, the value that we've received using Citation Vault. It's probably been about 5 or 6 months now that we've been using it, and we use it both for our own digital assets and for our clients' assets, which are websites generally. And super happy with the results, and I'll share some of that with you as we go on.
Okay, great. Quickly, I think I'll run through just why we made it. A lot of us agency owners or maybe started out just building websites, whatever it may be, but one of the things that we need to do obviously is just have local citations, right? If you want to rank in the map pack, it's just one of those necessary evils to get it done. And so the first couple years, we would outsource that, and it could be anywhere from $100, $80 to $300 for 300 of them. And the problem that we run into is majority of the time, after about 6 months, those citations would just drop off. They'd either get de-indexed or would never index at all. And so you're paying for 300 and you're getting, 50 or 60. And so just decided there had to be a better way, and we decided we would just build it.
Yeah, it's a slick system from our side of it. We can log in and literally set up a new citation for a new client within 5 to 7 minutes. And this pushes out 300 very highly relevant citations for our customers. So super powerful, super quick. And if I ever need to do an edit, I'm not logging into 300 different sites to make the edit.
Right.
Which is huge.
Yeah. So everything runs live. We'll just look at the dashboard if I can get our face out of the way. So, when it comes to adding a new location, from using it, but super easy to do. Just click add a new location, and it's going to ask you for some basic stuff that you'd fill out for your GMB. We actually recommend using your description that you put into the GMB, and then your hours and the rest of it. Once you hit list my business, it's updated and it's live on all the sites in about 3.5 minutes.
And the beautiful thing here is scroll down, you get to embed the GMB map here, which then shows up on that listing.
Right. Yeah. So, for you, actually, we got Pinterest coming too.
Nice.
And a YouTube video embed also, but hopefully we'll have that done in a day or two. Anyways,
great.
Yeah, looking at it was one of those powerful things that I wanted to make sure that we had, programmed in. Just being able to add your GMB map was a big deal.
Absolutely. So, yeah. And what about, can you show us a live one, Andy, just so we can see what that looks like?
Sure.
Something with a good description in it. Because you're uploading descriptions, you're choosing your GMB category, you're pushing out your logo, your GMB embed, which is super powerful. And then some of your tier 1 citations like Facebook, and you're going to add Pinterest and YouTube.
Right. So we actually made it to where you can see, once these go live, there's a list of all of them. And then we made it to where you can just click and download all those if you wanted to copy and paste that to a web page.
Fabulous.
So go through and do this. But if we look at a live, we use Citation Vault as that example. This is what the individual, pages would look like, and we've grabbed the description here. And then you've got your regular hours, business, name, address, phone number. And then I always call them a branded backlink because it's just the name of the business, which is the safest way to get a backlink, especially when you're dealing with volume. So that way you're not keyword stuffing or over optimizing any one, particular keyword text or whatever.
Yeah.
And so then you can see here is the Google Map embed.
Facebook link.
Right. I actually am guilty of not filling mine out completely. So there's not a video or any of the other social profiles. I have to go back and go do that. I think Citation Vault was the first one we added. So,
but that's a beautiful thing with this is that you can go in and modify them and push the change, and it pushes them out to all 300 citations nearly instantly. It'll spin. Talk to us a little bit about the spinning of the text in the descriptions, because that's important as well.
Right. So when you're filling out one of the other things that was a problem with local citations is typically the people just copy and paste the description. And so now you've got duplicate content all across the web, and some of it's not going to stay indexed just because of that reason. So what we did was we took it and we made it to where we actually wrote the code ourselves, because trying to use spinners was terrible. There's really not a lot of quality ones out there. But we made it to where you enter your description one time, and then our server rewrites it 300 times. And so you've got a unique description on each one of those profile pages, but we keep things like your business name and your city. There's key things that don't get changed, and that's built into, you don't have to worry about that. We just do it automatically.
That's awesome. Just awesome.
One of the things I guess, trying to make this where it works everywhere. Some of your friends actually probably speak different languages. We've got French, Spanish, Italian, different people that have signed up, right?
Yeah.
We can't actually rewrite the different languages. And so we made it to where there's a button. So now, you click the little button, you don't have to worry about the system failing to rewrite it. It'll just leave whatever you put in there.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's a great feature.
So one of the last major hurdles that we had was actually locations, trying to make this to where everything was available. And so now any country, any place where you can get a GMB live, the addresses will work, and Citation Vault, it'll actually work and pick it up.
That's awesome. Okay, so it's super simple to enter new information. It's easy to change the information. Do you mind if I share my screen? I've got a few screenshots I'd like to kind of just share of kind of results that we've seen in the last little bit.
Yeah.
Can you I can't while can you share the screen or stop sharing yours? And then maybe it'll give me access to share mine. Yeah, okay, just 1 second. I think it's this one. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yep.
So this was just, a client, this is a chiropractor, and, we started here with some metrics 31 and 21 for UR and DR. And, within a few days of the change, so it went to 33 to 24. It shows here the referring domains 354 versus 88. So it picks them up within a very short period of time. Like typically I'll run them, let's say today and tomorrow, they'll be picked up at Ahrefs, and then they slowly get picked up everywhere else. So you start seeing some bigger jumps. I've got another one here too that we did. Same thing, this was like the 13 millionth site. Now it's 9,400, but you're starting to see some growth with the UR page and domain rank. Right. And again, you're starting to see where it picks up the domains, 37 here, 296. And this was probably a day or two afterwards. Here's another one that we started on with the client, and it's 2728. Again, this was about 2 days before it picked it up. And if I look at it now, I'm 32 and 43. And now I start to see the keyword ranking moving slowly but surely. And since I've done this, it's jumped 8 spots. I was at 40 for quite a while. Now I'm at 32. And of course, I'm in a very competitive niche here in a very large metropolitan area. So I'm still now doing all of the other things that I need to do to rank this thing, but I can see movement just by adding those citations. So,
right. So one of the cool things that we thought about, okay, if we look at the links, one of the reasons that it's actually working is relevance. Okay. And so
Right
let
on.
me get back to page I can share. Look. Okay, it doesn't really matter which one we look at, but if you notice, if we look at the URL structure of how we've done it.
Can you
we
share
actually
your
include-
screen? Can you share your screen, Andy?
Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah, actually,
That's okay, man. You got lots going on that side. That's great.
okay. So let's try it again. We use Citation Vault as an example, but if we look at one of the directories, what we've done is we've included the GMB category, which for Citation Vault Business Directory Service. Okay, and then we've also got city, state, and then we've got your brand name or your company name, Citation Vault, right? And so now there's 300 links out online that's mentioning our city, state, our brand name, and our GMB category for relevance. And so it's probably one of the best ways that we can help with just simple URL structure with local SEO and trying to help you in the maps rankings.
Yeah. And now that you have that download list button, I always suggest to people to take that list, put it on in the footer of your homepage, say something like, check us out on the web, and have all those linked so it helps them get indexed if they're ever having a problem. But I do that with all my citations, not just these. But with Citation Vault, I'm able to move the needle quicker and make changes faster as I see fit. So sometimes if I'm building an asset that doesn't have a Google My Business listing, I'll go ahead and just put it for the city. And then once I get my listing, I come back, I make the relevant change, and it's changed nearly immediately.
Well, a lot of times, if you're going to do this for a client or set up I'll give you an example. We set up a new location for a client who was expanding to a different city, and we knew what their address was going to be. So we went ahead and added the page in Citation Vault, and then all of these are going to index usually within about a week because they're all interlinked to each other. We've done like 60 different link circles interlinking them all. And then we've got Google Search Console and analytics and everything hooked up to all of them. And so they pretty much get crawled almost every day. But doing it, once you put someone's, add them in here, their GMB, we didn't have any questions with it not going live. In fact, I don't know, like a couple of them have it instant verified, but I wouldn't rely on that very much. But the point being, Google already sees the name, address, and phone number out there in 300 different places. And it doesn't take very long for that to happen. So it's super strong. Yeah, as soon as you know what you're going to do or what their address is, just add it and change it, and then you're good.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I've done for a lot of it. As you know, we do a lot of lead gen websites. So this is fabulous for that. Because of the changes so quick, and I'm changing 300, not just one, right?
Right.
All these other citation services that you buy, they're individual that you need to go and change if there's a change. So it's a big task.
So one of the things down the road that we'll probably try to do is we're investigating different APIs for like Foursquare and some other of the top 10, things that you should have. But chances are you're already going to have your Facebook page, your GMB listing, all that stuff is going to be live for almost any business. And so,
right. Yeah, you're always advancing it. You're always changing things. You've added a few things since the last time I was in here, like even a week or 10 days ago. So talk to me a little bit about, what does this look like for, an agency as far as, is it paid per company? Can we do unlimited? Talk to us a little bit about what that might look like. Because I can see the value, and this is why I use it. We did the unlimited plan because we've got a lot of sites, and it's working out perfectly for us. So let's kind of show a little bit about, what does this cost to move the needle for a client?
Sure.
And outside of our lead gen stuff, I sell this now to clients for $300. So if I look
Right.
at their site and I notice their site's not doing well, I say, listen, guys, here's what we could do. And what we should do is build some more geo relevance to it. And here's what we can do. It's $300. We'll gather together 300 powerful links and give us a week to get that done.
Yeah, well, you get to charge them $300 and it takes you 10 minutes. So it's a pretty good deal.
Absolutely.
So if we want to look at that, one of the problems that you run into with a lot of these, with anything, right, is an annual price or per location. So if you look at Yext as an example, Yext is $500 per location per year. So, if you got 100 locations, you're talking 50 grand. So it's a pretty big investment. We made it unlimited locations. So, currently, you probably might be one of the ones in the lead with quantity of locations that you've got added, but
Woo!
there is no, is
there a bonus? Is there a reward for that?
There should be, Paul.
It's awesome.
Hold on one second. So if we look at it, the dashboard's super simple where you can see every single one of your locations and scroll through it. But,
right.
We did it at, $197 a month. There might be a price change, probably $297 a month is probably a little bit better number, for what's going on and cost and what you actually get and how much it moves the needle. But anybody that signed up, if you do the annual year or the annual plan, you get 2 months free, you're grandfathered in. So you'll never get a price change. The price is what it is.
Yeah. But this price is going up at the end of the month.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the end of this month or when we're going to do it, but here pretty quick.
Okay.
Yes, it's on that deal to get it done. So we'll probably move it to $297 just because it's a fair price at $297.
Yeah, for sure. Again, we just did the annual plan back 5 or 6 months ago. Like you said, I've probably got most of the sites on there now. We're still putting out quite a few sites every month. So what a fast, easy way for me to get quality, relevant, geo-specific links to our probably new domain in most cases. And again, I love how fast and easy it is to make any changes. So
one of that you really do start to see something, there's nothing that happens instantly with local SEO, period. But, if you look at just a brand new site, and then you look at what it does. Okay, we'll look at Citation Vault for an example. Okay, you can see we've got a couple links that point to Citation Vault besides just being on the network. But if I look at our backlinks, it's going to show you that all of our strongest backlinks are from the citation pages, right?
Yeah.
Takes a second to load it or whatever, but you can see our little icon showing all of them. The majority of it is from Citation Vault. So if you start out with a brand new URL and you don't have any age on it, in about 10 days, you're probably going to be trust flow 10 or 15 instead of 0.
Right.
So you've got a jump start, which that's better than a lot of the companies that you go out and work with now.
Yeah, I love it. Scroll through this page, Andy. Let's just talk about, we missed anything, schema. I haven't used schema in particular, but I know it's available here. So it's just a matter of clicking a button and that's available. Talk to us about that. So
we basically built this in just because not everybody uses WordPress and can use a plugin to do it for you, right? So we use schema code on all of our pages. So that way, name, address, phone number, description, same as everything on each one of these profile pages, the schema is built in. And that's one of the things that helps you, your location rank better. And so we actually, I guess I can pull it up as an example. We made it available to where you could just copy and paste that schema code that works on ours into the header of any site, and it would be there. So
yeah, perfect. because a lot of sites don't include that automatically, right?
Yeah. So an example is, we use Go High Level, and I've built a bunch of websites on there. And now I can copy and paste something super simple. Like if we're going to grab the schema code for this customer, it's right here.
Gotcha. Perfect. So pop that on the home page in the header.
Yeah, just like you're doing a tracking code, just copy and paste
Gotcha.
it. And now you've got Google rich structured data or whatever it is, that you just paste it, you're done.
I noticed the reputation management snapshot is there. Is that still available for people should they buy your service?
Yeah, that is, well, I don't know that I have any videos to really show or things to look at on that one. But so what we did was made it super easy for you to sell reputation management as a service, right? And there's a snapshot. So if you are a Go High Level user, you can literally request it, hit publish, and then now you've got an instant deal. Actually, I can probably share this screen showing how it works real quick.
Let me speak to the snapshot. So
Yeah,
we are a high level user. We have many clients on it. The snapshot is brilliant. It's working for our clients to easily send an automated review request based on your funnel that you've built out. And it's easy for me to attach that funnel to all the customers that we sign up to our program, and they love it. It works. It solicits the review. It's slick. I love everything about it. That to me is a bonus. If you're doing Citation Vault and you're working with high level, it's just an incredible bonus. That's a ton of value just in that.
So this is another one of those situations, where we used Grade Us before, and then they doubled the price, and I think it's $40 per location to be able to do the same thing. And if you are a Go High Level user, then you can have infinite amount of customers in there, obviously, and just do it and it doesn't cost you anything extra. And so just to quickly show you how this bonus works, we've got like an opt-in funnel to where basically I have all of our customers bookmark this. If it's we'll use a plumber, for example, they've got 10 guys, then we set up a bookmark and they just drag it onto their home screen of their phone. And then the guys, when they finish, all they have to do is click it and enter the customer's name, email, phone number, and send it. And when you send it, it kicks off campaigns asking those customers to leave a review, either by text, email, or both, depending on how you do it.
Yeah.
And
it
also
gently nudges them over I think 3 or 4 times over 10 or 12 days. It's
right,
a brilliant. Go ahead.
Don't want to bombard them. It sends them something instantly, but then, we wait a couple days and do it again and again.
It's a great idea.
And then the funnel page that asks this would be the customer facing view. We set it up to where there is a little bit of review gating. So if you click 3 stars, it's going to bring them to a form to fill out first. But of course, there's a click here to leave a live review too, so you don't get in trouble. And then 4 or 5 stars, you can set that up yourself, however many you want. But you could leave a Google review or a Facebook review, and it should bring them right to the page.
You could also add, Yelp or anything else into there as well.
Yeah, so you can add up to 20 custom places to leave a review. So if you wanted to do your Foursquare listing, your Yelp, any of those pages, that's all set up.
Yeah,
so we've got Facebook, Foursquare, Google, TripAdvisor, Yellow Pages.
Yeah, I love it. That to me, we use it for all of our clients, and it's fast, it's easy, and they love it because it's basically hands off. We've even automated it with one client. So as soon as he sends a sales receipt, it automatically fires off a Google review request.
So you got QuickBooks to work?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah. It's integrated to QuickBooks, and when he's in QuickBooks and sends a receipt, it fires off this review request. So yeah, sorry, that's not really Citation Vault, but it's one heck of a bonus that you have to kind of mention?
Yeah, so one of the, the whole point of Citation Vault is to help you with maps, really. And so the quickest way to do that is GMB being done, add Citation Vault, then start adding a couple regular reviews. And so if we can put all that together in one place for you to be able to do it, great, here it is. And you can get fantastic results. The review snapshot, every new customer that we take on, we add them to it, and the people that use it go from 0 to 50 or 60 and then dominate in their city pretty quickly.
Yeah, for sure. And it's easy to do. If you're not going to do it through an automation, there's 4 chunks of information you need. So as soon as you're finished with a happy customer, you fill it out, and then everything is taken care of from that point. And you'll automatically grow your reputation management, because that's one thing that follows you no matter where you go. It's your reputation.
Absolutely.
Good or bad. So
well, we're always doing upgrades. We're always thinking of new ways that we can improve Citation Vault, and also trying to implement different stuff, because with our agency that works to include it. So yeah, I'm glad to hear that we've got a ton of people that have had an extreme amount of success in a short time with Citation Vault. It's been around for less than a year. So it's pretty exciting.
I love it. Great product, Andy. I appreciate having it as another tool in our belt. It's not the only tool, but it's an awesome tool to have. And if you're doing any sort of volume, just get the unlimited plan, because now you can put all your sites on and change them at a moment's notice, and watch it help you rank your customers or your own sites. So this is awesome, man. I appreciate the product. Great work. Keep working at it. Keep bringing new stuff to the table. We love it.
All right, Paul. Well, I appreciate you sharing the story on how it's helped with a couple of your sites, and I will talk to you soon.
No problem at all. Thanks, Andy. We'll talk again, buddy. Thank you.
All right. Thanks.
Okay. Bye.